Quick shout out to EA for sending me all the way to London to become deathly ill and also go to Sims Camp and create a ton of content using The Sims 4 Get Famous for you guys. I got my hands on it early and now I am back home and ready to share it with you. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get famous. But I mean, the tea is that I am already famous. As we all know, I am lilsimsie, the single biggest YouTuber of all time. Like Ninja who, PewDiePie who. Do you have any idea who I am? I am lilsimsie. I'm kind of a big deal, so I figured when I got my hands on the game, I would go into cast and create myself because, you know, if you're gonna have a game about celebrities, obviously you choose to use the biggest celebrity in your gameplay. So I made myself in The Sims again. I didn't use my old Sims self, I made a new one because I kind of figured like, okay, listen, if we're gonna get a chance to get famous, like we need to look our best. So we got my classic like noodle body, my hook nose, like we're looking really good. However, usually I give myself like skinny little lip because I don't have a mouth either. Like you can't wear my lips, I don't know, upper lip who. So this time I have lip fillers. So there's that. Looking really good in the game. Got my freckles all over my face. Like my Sim self is just gorgeous. Like she is the embodiment of beauty and doesn't look like she has the body of a 14-year-old and the face of a 50-year-old mom at all. So don't worry about that, even though that's kind of the way honestly, in real life, like low-key, body 14-year-old, haircut, and, well, not that I have pink hair, maybe not so much, but like haircut of a 50-year-old, like, also kind of sound like a 50-year-old, so we're fine. Speaking of that, I should explain myself because what's going on up here? Yeah, I'm really sick right now. As I said previously, blame EA for getting me sick. It's not actually their fault, but like I woke up one morning at Sims Camp and I literally couldn't speak. Like my voice was just gone. So that's fun. Really loved that. Really enjoyed how it's been impossible to speak for the last like 4 days. Wait, today's Monday. Ooh, we're going on like 5. Yeah, I'm real sick right now. Also have to record like 5 videos today, so should be fun. I also put on a lot of makeup in real life. Like I'm wearing foundation right now. I never do that. I just don't wear much makeup in regular life ever. But in honor of Get Famous and like celebrities and makeup and also the fact that I look dead, I put on some foundation to solve that problem a little bit. So Simsie and IRL Simsie, we're having quite a time right now. There are 2 new aspirations and 1 new trait in this game. One that follows the acting career and one that kind of follows the celebrity path. And there's like this beautiful like, ooh, I'm a diva, trait. That's not what it's called, but that's what it is implied in my mind when I see it. I also didn't do a cast overview, like a click on every item and show it off in cast, but I figured by making an actual sim, you can kind of get your hands on and at least see what we have in the game as far as cast items go. But there are a few other things that you probably will have missed because of my video being so like sped up and whatever. So I'll link a couple of my friends' cast overviews down below because people go in. A lot of times people that come back from Sims Camp will kind of record themselves looking at every item in the game and show it off and upload that. And I didn't do that because I made like a couple builds and stuff instead. So I'm gonna link theirs because they're probably better than mine, and also if you want to see cast items, like that's the way to go. Also, I'm actually streaming tonight. I'm gonna be on twitch.tv/lilsimsie looking at all my footage. I have 4 hours of gameplay footage from Get Famous. I'm gonna show off on stream tonight. We're gonna like watch it back and talk about it and answer your questions because I have a little bit of insider info. I've got some tea to spill, okay? So Twitch link down below, check that out. But now my sim is done and we can finally go ahead and jump in to the gameplay. So we're gonna get her out of cast, move her into the most expensive home in Del Sol Valley because obviously lilsimsie, rich, famous, gorgeous, beautiful, just like real life, living the dream, tiny townhouse, no, mansion in the Hollywood Hills. And speaking of new lots, I'm going to quickly show you guys some of my favorites. The first of which, the museum lot in the new world. So Del Sol Valley has a few lots. I think there's 5 community lots. There's a museum. There's a there's a gym. There's a museum, there's a gym, there's a tiny park boy, and there's like 2 little club boys. And the museum is by far the single greatest build of all time. Okay, I just want to point out the fact that this build, okay, so I don't want to like be rude or anything, but it looks to me a little bit like, you know how when you first get The Sims and you go in and you build just like this big box and you're like, I built a house, man, and you put in a bunch of random stuff. You're like, oh wow, karaoke machine. Oh wow, this weird object. And you just put it all in your house and you just have like this weird box with like random windows and weird things everywhere. That's what this build looks like to me. And I don't want to be mean because like EA paid for my flights and stuff, but like, Guys, so in honor of that, I rebuilt it. I went into the game. It took me 6 whole minutes. I built this museum again from the outside just to kind of show off like all of the beauty of the individual parts of how complex and amazing this big box on another box is. And I cannot wait to get my hands on this game so I can rebuild this lot because, oh my god, when I saw it for the first time, I was like, oh, like a tiny part of me died inside. But it's real cute. Also a tiny, tiny park. It's really small. It's only a national park, so there aren't any like park equipment items or anything. There's also a couple fancy, fancy clubs. One of them is like ultra fancy, like to the top tier, like only the richest of the rich, the most famous people like me can get into that club. There's also a smaller one that's a little bit less prestigious, but also a lot cuter in my opinion. And I like that one a lot. The outside of it I think is really, really cool. So there's a couple new clubs. There's also a gym, which is a little bit meh, but like it's a gym, so there's that. I like the world a lot. There are also 6 new residential lots, kind of small. There's 3 like smaller cheap ones in like this up and coming area, and then there's 3 bigger ones in this sort of in the hills mansion area. And the thing about these builds is that none of them are like the cutest things ever. So Simsie save incoming, don't worry guys, I intend to rebuild them. It's just that, you know what? We're used to this by now, okay? We never get builds that we're like, ooh, about. But however, the world, like the neighborhoods of the world and like the area of the world, it's a little small, but I still love it a lot. It's like one of my new, is it my favorite world? No, it's not. It's a nice world, okay? It's fun to have, I guess. All that aside, let's go ahead and bring Simsie out here to get famous. Now, there's a new 5-level skill in this game where it's kind of like a content creation media thingy, and basically there's a new object where you can create videos or stream, so you can kind of be like a pro gamer gal like me, or like a beauty guru or whatever. And it's not quite a career, but it is definitely a new skill that you can gain fame from and also make money from, kind of like how like the writing skill works. And in the new update, there's the ability to kind of create your own career. Like you can create a name. So you won't actually create like levels for it, but you can just name something. Like you can create a name for a career. So you could be like famous YouTube star. So when you ask your sim like, what do you do? They'll be like, I'm a famous YouTube star. So instead of saying they're unemployed, they'll just say they have this job. I don't have any footage of that, but it does exist. It's very cool. Stay tuned for that. And also obviously because I'm not gonna sit around and actually get famous. I already am famous. So I just sort of cheated all of my fame levels. I mean, like, listen, it's real simple. You just shift click, you know, gain celebrity point. Like, it's so tempting. I just want to be a star. There's also a new reputation system along with the fame system. So you can be a mega famous celebrity with a really bad reputation. So you can be kind of like the Jake Paul of the world where you're really famous, but everyone hates you. Well, Shane Dawson, like, low-key fixed that, but, like, don't want to get into that right now. But you can also be, like, the Ellen DeGeneres of the world. Mega famous, high reputation. And I think that's kind of cool how you can sort of like mix and match that. And the fame system has these points, kind of like how the vampire system works, where you can kind of use your fame points to buy these new perks of being a celebrity. And it works out so you can be like a different kind of celebrity. You can use them for different things. I didn't get to like mess with it too much. I spent more time building than doing stuff in gameplay, but it looks really promising. And I love how it's kind of a thing that you can sort of build up. But you have to work towards this. You can't just like hand yourself fame. Well, I mean, you can, but like you actually have to work towards these things. And I love that about it. It's actually like a grinding kind of gameplay instead of just like okay, I'm famous now, and I enjoy that a lot. And a lot of things can actually get your sim famous. So every interaction that has the ability to like gain fame has a little like plus fame thing next to it in the icon list. And it was described to me as anything that you think could get you fame will gain you fame. So like busking for tips or singing or creating YouTube videos or whatever, all those things that you would imagine like, okay, I can get famous this way, they will gain you fame. I literally just spilled water all over myself. Like, what did I do to deserve this? It's still on my face. Okay, lilsimsie is not doing so great right now. But again, I didn't play with the game too much, to be honest, as far as gameplay stuff goes. I was more interested in build things because I'm a builder and there were terrain tools. So stay tuned for tomorrow. New build coming your way, terrain tools. Ugh. But yeah, I was more concerned about that sort of thing instead of than the gameplay aspect, even though I probably should have been more into gameplay. But like I had my sim become an actor and then like went to the audition and then never did anything else with it. So I didn't even get a chance to go to the new Plumbot Picture Studio lot and like actually be an actress. I was busy building, all right? Listen, We got content to make and no time for acting. And I mean, I had fun with my limited time of gameplay though. Like, don't get me wrong. I was out here weird flexing on Sims. I went and got famous enough to have this star placement ceremony on the Walk of Fame. I was so famous, and I mean, I still am IRL, that people were literally fainting at the sight of me. Like, you would just walk by and be like, oh my god, that's lilsimsie dead. And I love that for me. See, this is funny because in real life, I think it's the opposite. Like, the other day, this is a weird flex too, but this girl in the airport stopped me and she was like, hey, Kayla, I love your videos. And I was like, huh, because I sound like this and I looked real bad. And I was like, yo, what's up? And like, I almost fainted. So like, the tea is that it's the opposite, but that's okay. Also, no one ever stops me, ever. And so the fact that I got stopped then, like, I'm so sorry, Maud. Shout out, Maud. I tried to speak to her. I was trying to be like, hi, but I like croaked at her because like I sound like this and like words didn't come out. It was a whole thing. But like serious, mega famous, seasoned celebrity right here. Okay, like I am so good at being a celebrity. I'm just a star. Okay, like I get recognized all the time, like so often. It's been like so many times that I've lost count. You know, like for sure, like 100%. Yeah. No, yeah. So. I think I should clarify one more time that I don't actually think I'm a big star. I think that I'm a big, sad frog because, let's be honest, look at me. But I want to thank EA again for sending me out to Sims Camp. This was my 4th EA event, and each time I get sent to one, I always think, like, okay, this is our last time going. Like, I'm not going to get to go to an EA thing again. And then I get invited again, and I'm very, very grateful. I'm very, very lucky, and I had such an amazing time. I have a ton of stories for you guys. You'll see them tomorrow on a speed build, and I can't wait to share them with you all. I also have a ton of content for you, again, tonight, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, for some sneaky peeks and previews and a few hours of stream content of me looking at my footage back and also showing you guys and talking about the game because I have so much more to say that I couldn't fit into like a short little boy video. So Twitch linked down below, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut off right here. I'm gonna go drink some water, maybe some tea, because listen to me talk. I'm so sorry. This is the worst. If you're new to my channel, I swear I usually sound still bad, but like not like this. So give me a chance, okay? I probably just please. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut off. Make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day. And so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. I think we're lucky that I made it that far. Like I think I'm gonna die. The way my throat feels right now, I think I might actually die. I am not okay.